Alright everyone, as promised, I'm gonna do the face reveal for this video. Ready? You guys ready? Bap! Bap! That's how much of my face you're gonna see for the whole video. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Don't settle for fakes. My duel-taining is the real deal.
Hey everyone, this is mekklord. The new ban list dropped while I was in the train and I couldn't make any content. So I'm kind of pissed that it would drop exactly when I'm unable to make content. I decided, you know what? I was planning on doing the face reveal for this ban list anyway. And I'm going to do it now. It's 8:30 p.m. So hopefully by the time this video goes live, it won't be completely outdated. Well, it would be. It's not like I'm gonna release another ban list, am I right? But I've already seen the ban list. I already know what's been hit. So this is not a live reaction. This is more like my thoughts on the ban list and stuff. Because I do have some thoughts to share. So let's go over the changes together once again very quickly. So first, limited one. Launcher to one is just amazing. I remember arguing with this guy on Reddit like a couple of days ago. I was like, launcher to one, please. And he wrote a gigantic novel. Just like, I'm gonna watch this, but launcher to one. Infinity will be unplayable. This isn't Master Duel when we have 3 outfits. You don't realize that the extras. I'm like, just play another deck, dude. Who gives... Just play another deck. Well, it looks like this guy will have to play another deck now. Because, actually, you still get, like, 2 launchers with the 2 skills that give you a free launcher. This is insane. Like, this card should probably never been rated more than 1 to begin with. It's always been really crazy. Even when Infinity was just a boring OTK synchro deck, that's completely busted. Moray of Greed to 1 as well. So Water Exist has been a deck that has performed really well lately, specifically because Abyss Dweller stops Gookies entirely, which is certainly a deck, but it never felt really unfair, except for exactly Moray of Greed. The thing is, when they Moray of Greed and then they use another Moray of Greed, and they start with like a 6-card hand. Is it 6 card? I don't know, I can't do math, but it feels like a little bit unfair. It's a deck that's really like consistent and powerful and does its plays well. Well, just to do his plays well without Moray of Greed now. I think it's a fair hit. I think the deck was not obnoxiously overpowered. I think it's still playable. It's some decent hit. Onto the limited 2 Bailings to 2 is a bit harsher than what I was advocating for, which was debug to 3, so you can play it alongside Circle. This essentially does the same thing. It kills Salad, Cold Soaker, nips it in the bud, and also hurts Salmon Grade as well. Although, what limited 2 card would you even play in Salmon Grade other than a debug? Nothing, right? There's nothing on the limited list anymore. But yeah. You just have to play more Foxies and Minings now. It's just, the deck is still competent, I guess. Banishment to 2, I think it's a decent nerf. I was thinking it's maybe a bit too light. Like, if they really wanted to ignore it, they should have moved Decatron to 2 and Void Feast to 1 in order to hurt the deck's comeback ability. I think this is more fair. Obviously, Noid is still a pretty good deck. It just sort of reduces their consistency, which is, like, decent. This is a decent hit, in my opinion. Limited 3, we have the Gookie Slaughter. Just 3 cards. 3 cards, limited 3 for Gookies. Not only do you lose access to IDP, Crackdown, Compulse, what's another limited 3 card? I can't think of any. But also, you probably can't play Finishing Move anymore. I think like Gookie decks are going to pivot towards just being an engine for link spam like they were in the TCG. So like you're going to play 2 Suprex and 1 rematch, maybe add a third with the Gore skill that has Suprex, Scorpio, and Twist Cobra. Although I'm not sure how this skill works, I need to check. But wow, it's insane that this is the deck that has received the most nerfs so far, right? Like, this is just huge. I don't know, I don't think that was all that well warranted. I forgot what I was asking for, but I guess it's... yeah, I guess the shift's in it coming. Mech Knights finally get some more hits with Blue Sky and Memory to 3. Just basically a slap on the wrist for the deck. You can still A-block. You can still abuse Purple Nightfall. You play 1 Blue Sky, 2 Memories. It's completely fine. I don't know. I don't understand why they're not gonna hit this deck more than they have. You should move Ibli to 1. And you should probably put Indigo Eclipse, the movie guy, the one that moves, unlimited 3 or something. I don't know if that would do much, actually. I need to workshop this a bit more. But this is, like, Mech Knights are still going to be a huge threat in the upcoming metagame, probably. No longer on the list, Laser the Invoker. I don't know, just is invoked. Still limited? Probably not. I don't know, it's just... I don't like this card, I don't like seeing it back. It's probably not gonna do much for the time being. Gendora, which opens the way for, I don't know, putting Reborn in Gendora deck lists again. Is that even good? I don't know. You can't... No, Melody is no longer limited 1. Oh, who gives a shit? Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. That's interesting, because now you can plug in Metal Foes alongside Full Metal Foes Fusion, which pretty cool, I think. It's definitely worth considering, probably. Magical Contractor, this card should have never been unlimited to begin, limit 3 to begin with. It's absolutely insane. This is a card that makes you go, that gives your opponent a good card. Unless you play another Magical Contractor, which you give your opponent, which, I don't know why you'd do that. But fine, nobody played it, and nobody is still... I guess that's not true, you could be playing it in Cracking... You could be playing it in Cracking Dragon. Woo! Crystron C3, maybe I'll just finally learn the Crystron deck. I've never been smart enough to figure it out. Doesn't seem that complicated, actually, I just can't be asked. Shiranui Solitaire, so I guess Shiranui is almost back to full power, which is negligible now that we have, you know, stuff like Sanafond, Noins is still going to be around. What else is a huge threat to graveyard decks? Madolches, I guess. Yeah, we can't deal with this. Also, like, the Sun Saga is not nearly as threatening as it used to be. Rockstar's Dragon, that was fast. But the skill is still nerfed, so probably doesn't matter all that much. Like Rose Dragon has been seeing some tournament success as of sort of late. I think. I don't know, I haven't been paying attention. But Shinies is good for this deck, which is probably going to be, like, still worth playing. Palace of the Elemental Lords. I don't know. I don't like the idea of a searchable Book of Moon on legs, personally, but that's just me. I just like playing the game, personally. That's just me. Shien's Dojo. Yeah, sure. People still play Six Samurai in 2023, huh? Okay. That's it for the hits and unhits. But there's something more interesting to take a look at, and this is what I've been really looking forward to. That's not what it is. I clicked on the wrong thing. Skill rebalancing. When I saw that Xyz Galaxy finally took a hit, I'm trying to think of an apt metaphor of something I could be doing in the train. I like jiggle a little bit because I was in a crowded train, so I could not move too much. Jiggle a little bit like that. It's all good, mostly. Hero Alliance just get a free Super Poly now, which I'm not a fan of. But you have to play Neo, so it's probably fine. But you can search Neo with Summon's Art, so it's probably not fine. I don't know. I don't like this change. I don't think it was necessary. Golem Hole, you can use it on turn 1 now. That's a good change. It probably should have been the way that it should have been from day 1. Oh. Thank the Lord! They finally got rid of Photon Lord. They finally give you an actual cost to use this skill. You can add Neo Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon from outside your deck to the extra deck. Wow! This is so bad. What's the deck someone play now? Xenophon Pass? It's still probably decent against like a couple of decks. Sanophant can be destroyed by card effects and also prevents like reviving from a graveyard. So that's worth something. Sanophant is still a good card to be playing, but it's not as good as Photon Lord Word, which was immune to card effect destruction unless you were really bad. Search your material, add a monster negate and destroy, which was pretty huge. I'm just glad to see this filth completely erased from existence. Get him out of here. So, all in all, mixed feelings about this ban list. I think, like, okay, they did address one issue that was Gookies, but I think went overboard with it, and I think they went underboard with Mech Knights. So I don't know. I'm torn. I don't think like upcoming decks are going to be good enough to challenge Mech Knights, especially since they still have access to the rank 8 Galaxy Toolbox to close out games and secrets to stall out games. And in fact, now that you only have one Blue Sky, you're probably incentivized to play more Indigo Eclipses, which means you're going to access that rank 8 Toolbox more easily than you were before, which sucks. So, the upcoming metagame is not going to be all that great. I think Mental Knights are still going to be the best deck. Salmon Greats and Noids are still going to be playable. And Gookies, I don't know. And as for the other archetypes coming in the next main box, I haven't forgotten about those. So you have to stick out and watch my review of this box tomorrow after I've gotten a good night's sleep. Thank you for watching this video. I don't know what else to say. Hope you haven't been paying attention too much to the clutter out there. If there's something on this, because this is my shelf, I put all my shit. If there's something you want to see from this shelf, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll show it to you. There's some like a bunch of like magic cards and some Yu-Gi-Oh binders. There's a GameCube controller there. There's a printer. There's a couple of like, there's a Jurassic Park chess pieces over there, and then there's like some amiibos. So it's a huge mess. Thank you for watching this video. And see you tomorrow. Bye!